Hello, and welcome to another tutorial for something that I am woefully underqualified to teach to people. People keep asking me about my hair, and usually when I say that people keep asking me about something, it's a lie. But in this case, when I say that people keep asking me about my hair, it is the truth, and I wish it were a lie. Because I don't know what to tell you about my hair other than that it's been a long journey to get to this point. So here's the problem. I haven't done anything to my hair today because I wanted to show you what it looks like when I don't do anything. This is what my hair will look like after the process. Voila. That's gonna be the final shot of this video. That's what I'm working toward. If you saw that and you said, what's the big deal? You're correct. The thing is, I wanna make this video because I'm all about tying up loose ends. Is that a hair reference? Loose ends is not a reference. It's
like threading.
That's a reference to a knot maker. I'm all about cutting off the split ends, so that way if you see someone in the wild saying, hey, how does Brian do his hair? You can point them to this video, and then I will never have to speak on it ever again. I want to be done with this. I'm getting it done now. Let me get comfortable. Let me get comfortable. Toilet might be less safe. No free feet pics, Karen.
I'm sorry.
I want to talk through the mirror. I feel like having that extra distance allows me to reflect on my life a little bit better. Can you see yourself now?
No.
Now can you?
Yeah.
I have been through so many very bad hairstyles in my life. For most of my life, I thought, wow, Brian, you know what you would look good at? Maybe if you had Justin Timberlake's ramen hair. You know what I would look good at is if I had that high volume sweet hair of the John Hamm. And
John Hamm has like normal hair though. I feel like when you think about hair, you think about like Kurt Russell.
I wanted Kurt Russell's hair. I realized quickly that I did not have that type of hair. There are so many pictures of me trying to have good looking hair from age 12 to 19. And also up until my current age, which is 26, they all look bad. And it's all because I tried to make my hair look like someone else's who did not have the same type of hair as me. I got a hair in my mouth. I'm going to teach you literally the most basic basics. This is how I do my hair. My hair is extremely greasy and wavy, and it does a lot of things that I don't personally like, but I've learned to accept it and embrace it and make the most out of what my hair does. Recognize what your hair wants to do and just nudge it in the right direction so it makes it look good. The first step in my case is that I need to shower because I haven't done that yet today. It's noon, but I'm unemployed, so. Obviously I can't show you the full experience of this, but you just have to trust me that I'm going to now take a shower. I committed to this bit way too hard, Karen. I got wet jeans! I came in here with my belt and everything. I personally use Gluttony shampoo from Evo because it does not have any sulfates in it, I don't believe. It doesn't look like it has any sulfates in it. It's normally just this. I do have a conditioner for when I'm feeling really fancy. Maybe I'll do that for this video. Now that I've reaped the rewards of my bit, here is where it's going to become extremely clear that I don't know anything about anything. I'm a big dunkus, and I don't know shit about hair. Someone's gonna make like a reaction video to this, and they're gonna watch me put stuff in my hair, and they're gonna be like, oh, well, obviously that's gonna make him go bald in 3 years. What's he doing with his hair right there? That's a great way to contract gangrene. I usually use American Crew. Why did I not like reach out to these companies for sponsorship? This amount of the stuff for this whole big hair, because I'm not trying to make my hair a big greasy mess. I'm just trying to... Can you follow it? How's the tracking going? How's the tracking shot? The thing about my hair is that I've always had a cowlick right here in my front part of my head. I'll never be able to slick back my hair. I'll never be able to be a greaser. I'll never be able to, I could probably do a pompadour. But the other types of hairstyles, they're just not gonna work for me. So what I do is I just take the amount of grooming cream and I just rub it through my hair. And as you can see, I have developed this technique for years. It keeps the hair out of my face. I kind of lightly part it in the side, and like, that's it. But this is a fancy day, so we're gonna break out the whole business. This is the secret ingredient that I like to use. It's Lao Gone Ma. That's a little reference to the other video that I made. That's also a tutorial video. I don't actually put this in my hair. You could try, but I wouldn't suggest it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a thing that other hair YouTubers would know how to do. Hair tube? Is that a thing? Sounds wrong. Hair tube. Hair tube. For real, here's the other thing that I do, and this might come as a shock to anyone who has ever been in an American middle schooler's locker room. I use Axe products. A thing that holds, which is what the grooming cream is for, that kind of keeps my hair in place, and this, which is the messy look, is like an extra sort of texturizer, which is what I use if I want my hair to get big and poofy. And then I just pop this baby in my hair, and that's it. Just kidding. It's not it, because my hair's still wet, you bozo. This is mostly directed to cis men because I am a cis dude, and y'all need to have hair dryers in your house. Hair drying isn't just for drying, it's for styling. I only learned this when I was 25. I decided to go to a haircut appointment that cost more than $15, and I was like, oh, I always hate getting my hair cut this short because then I can't get this part down. And the woman was like, hey, you should use a blow dryer. Do you have one of those? And I said, no. And she said, why not? And so I bought one for 20 bucks at a CVS, and it has changed my hair's life. And also my life. It's blow drying time. It's about to get loud. I use it on hot. I think you're not supposed to do it on hot. If you have dyed hair stuff, it'll like really crisp it out and make it bad. I have very low standards for my hair, so I put it on hot because it makes it go fast. I kind of keep it in the positions that I want the hair to go. So in this case, I go up, and then over here I go back, and over here I go back. Did I ever tell you? No, I'll talk about this later. He'll talk about it later. This takes a while. There's a lot of hair. All right. There you go. Kind of anticlimactic, but that's it. There's really nothing else that I do to get my hair to look like this.
You want to put some hair oil in there or something? It looks very frizzy.
Karen, you're right. But the thing is that I have never done that before. Where's the hair oil?
It's like a little ghost. You have to do one squinch.
One squinch.
Is it working?
Karen, this works good. Karen, this is nice. Why haven't I been doing this? What the hell? Makes it a little more cohesive and coherent and nice. How about that? Let me do a little hair flip now that we're here. Voila, we've made it to the end of my hair tutorial. Except there's still so many more minutes on this video. Friends, I told you that this was going to be a comprehensive hair tutorial, so I would never, ever, ever have to do this ever again. But in order to do that, I have to go through every hairstyle. Every hairstyle. So let's start with mullet maintenance. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it would be nicer to just do a big chop.
What?
To just take the scissors and just, if I can put a hair tie here and just go, boop. It's just hair. It'll grow back. Adieu. You can make a nice paintbrush with this. Wow, this is just an abundance of hair. We're past the point of no return, Karen, huh?
You could turn that into a locket.
I could turn it into a locket?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like that? Would you wear this locket? Am I supposed to wear the locket of my own hair? This locket? Oh, it's my most treasured possession. It's my own hair. I think people would be upset with me. And bingo. The problem is that the rest of my hair kind of covers it up. I probably have to cut a little more off the top, honestly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just needed to do a little maintenance up here, huh? Oh yeah. Oh no, see, that's the mullet, baby. Oh baby. Honestly, just like pop this into a little rat tail and I am in business. That's it.
The look.
That's the look. It's good, especially because then if I get into a big fight with someone, because that's what this hairstyle kind of tells me, is that I'm gonna get into more fights. When I'm getting into a fight with someone, I can be like, hey, watch yourself. You know who you're talking to? And as soon as they're gonna be like, psh, I don't know who you are, I go, whigah! And I hit him with the rat tail. Whigah! Oh, it hurts. I can feel it. It gets on my head. Let me see if I can get just the sound of it hitting my head.
Yep.
Yeah, I could do that.
Look at me. Yeah, that's the mullet. Yeah.
I hit my head so much. I've shaken my head around so much. I need some water. Oh, it's bad. All right, time for the next style. It's called a bowl. Do we have a bowl in this house that's big enough for my coconut head? Oh, this could be the bowl. You see how it's already bumping back up? The bowl cut's gonna become an issue because of this cowlick in my freaking head. I never thought that I wanted to be a bowl cut man, but now that I know that it's not even an option for me, I'll do a little chop of this, because this needs to get off.
But not all of that, right? Scary.
Worst case scenario, I have to buzz the rest of my hair.
I don't want that.
It's almost time. Don't be sorry, this is perfect. If I was afraid of you screwing up my hair, Karen, I would have gone to a hairdresser. Is in position.
Nobody at me on social media about this.
If you get too stressed, I can come in and cut the rest.
Do you laugh? All right, okay, that's the bowl.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a good reveal.
Yeah.
I'm just so free and jaunty now. Oh, I just want to do this all day long. The mullet was pretty good, but we can also agree that the bowl cut is pretty good.
I don't know.
Ah, fuck yeah, I'm a Beatle. I'm Ringo Starr's brother who went into real estate law. The fact that it kind of automatically, just because of my cowlick, turns it into a middle part. I look like frickin' Mandark, and I say that because it's a good thing. Let's finish cutting my hair, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Is this bowl cut line here?
The bowl cut line? That's okay. We're gonna try to cut through that.
I feel like I'm doing a bad job.
Yeah?
You just have a big bald streak right here now.
Oh no. Well, ain't that just the way, Karen, huh? You did exactly what I wanted, Karen.
Look at the back of your neck.
I can just buzz it all then.
No.
It does not like my hair. Just treat it like a, kind of like a chia pet sort of experience.
Oh, I made it worse. Oh my god.
I love to hear big cuts followed by, oh no, I made it worse.
You're gonna be so mad.
I don't think that's true, Karen. Oh, it looks perfect.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that looks great. You know, sometimes you start relying on your haircut or on your voice, and then Ursula comes along and then takes it away, and then suddenly you have to use a different aspect of your personality, and it forces you to be creative about what you do next. You know, here's what I was gonna say. He's talking about it right now. After Stranger Things season whatever, Joe Keery went to a thing, and he had what I would describe as Karen Hahn cut his hair. And what I saw was a brave man who decided to throw away the things that he had and start fresh and rebrand. And this is gonna be a really good experience too, because I can show you that even with short hair, it's important to be using a hairdryer. And so if you, like me, have an issue with this part sticking up, once you've got the part, what you wanna do, you wanna hold it over to the side, and then you use this, you just blow it down. And you get it nice and warm. And once that's done, what you do is you hold it down so that way you can blow the rest of your hair around. And bingo, you got yourself a frickin' haircut and a half. Are you kidding me? Are you joshing me? I'd pay at least $15 for this haircut. I do just want to trim a little bit here. Sometimes you gotta do a little last minute trim. Primo. Actually, I can even cut more. Again, my cowlick kind of forces me into this sort of wave experience, but I'm all right with that, you know? The thing about hair is that it's a growing experience, both literally and metaphorically. You have to grow with your hair, you have to grow to accept what your hair does, you have to grow to accept haircuts that might be free and in your bathtub. And there you have it. A comprehensive tutorial on how I do my hair, from the longest it's ever been down to mullets and bowl cuts, and I'd say a pretty standard shortcut. I think we've learned a lot today. I've personally learned a lot about my hair and about how it grows and about how it works to cut your own hair and how difficult that might be. But I've had a wonderful time, and I think I've ended up with a pretty solid haircut that no one else will notice or have anything to say about.